Hey, what's going on everybody? Hutch here, welcome back to the channel. I had a customer bring me his work truck to detail. He wanted an exterior detail as well as an interior detail. And he said that he had been on the road for a while and basically lived in the truck. So beforehand he told me that there was a lot of stuff in the truck and that he would like for me to empty it out, clean up the truck, and then put the stuff back in. And so that's what I did. So we'll go through a few before shots and then we'll get right into the video. So the first thing that I did was get started on the engine bay, and I rinsed everything down after I covered all the components, any electrical components, the alternator, battery. I always cover those things just to be safe. And then I used a degreaser, diluted 10-to-1, and I sprayed it all over, and then I agitated with a brush, rinsed again. I blew everything off with my leaf blower. And then I started the vehicle just to make sure everything was running right and made sure everything was dry. And the customer requested not to have any sort of dressing put on any of the plastics, whether on the interior inside the truck or on the engine bay, because it's a work truck, it's going to get dirty again. He opted not to have any dressing put on. Normally I would, because it'll make the plastics look nice, but he decided not to have any of those put on, so I did what the customer requested, but everything was clean, turned out really nice. Next I got started on the wheels and I rinsed everything down, and then I sprayed on my chemical, which is P&S Brake Buster, and I let that dwell for a little while. I cleaned my fender wells up with a fender brush, and then as you can see there, the chemical turned brown, which means that it's just taking the majority of the filth off of the tire. And then I like to go ahead and rinse and then repeat that process, and it'll turn white the second time you do it, or it should. Sometimes you'll have to do it multiple times, but once it turns white, then you know that you've gotten all that filth off and the tire is clean. Next, I foamed the vehicle down, and to wash the vehicle, I'm going to use Chemical Guy's Clean Slate, and this just ensures that I remove any old waxes or sealants that may be on the vehicle, because I want to be able to apply my own wax, which I did. And so to ensure that the surface is completely clean, I just went ahead and used that chemical. So I used my wash mitt, went over the entire vehicle, washed it, and I also use Tri-X from CarPro, and that removes any tar or any iron deposits that may have gotten on the vehicle from the brakes or from other vehicles. I noticed a few, so I went ahead and sprayed that on. And you spray it on, you let it dwell, you'll see it turn purple, or you'll see the tar spots dissolve. And so that's what I did, just let it dwell, and then I just rinsed it off and dried the vehicle.
Here we go.
Okay, so now that all of the customer's belongings have been removed from the vehicle, I can see what I'm up against. So there's still some larger pieces of garbage that I need to take out of the vehicle. Once those are done, are removed from the vehicle, I can then get to vacuuming. And I didn't mention this before, but these have rubber floors. So it was nice and easy to just spray Chemical Guy's All Clean degreaser and cleaner, and then use my drill brush and then just mop everything up with a microfiber towel. So, and then you can see all the stuff that I removed from the vehicle is quite a bit. Well, as you guys can tell, it started raining on me during this detail, so just focused on the inside, shut the doors, and got to work on these plastics. So I just sprayed my degreaser. It's chemical guys all clean, diluted 20 to 1. Sprayed my degreaser, agitated with a brush, and then used steam where necessary on the intricate areas and the tight spots, and got all these plastics cleaned up. So after the plastics were clean, I got to work on the floors, and it was a pretty easy process where I just sprayed degreaser, and then I agitated with my drill brush, and then I just mopped everything up with a microfiber towel. It was very easy, and as you can tell, it was still raining, so I ended up just doing this one spot here behind the passenger seat, and then I ended up just waiting till the rain went away, and then I did the rest of the vehicle. But this is an easy process, and it turned out really well. Alright, so we've come to the end of the detail, and the truck turned out really well. It came out clean, and as I said before, if the plastics look kind of dull, because to me they look kind of dull on this engine bay, and the reason for that is because the customer requested not to have any dressing put on the vehicle at all. It's a work truck. He uses it for work. It's going to get dirty again. He decided not to have a dressing applied to any of the plastics, so that's fine. It's clean. The vehicle's clean for him. The tires turned out nice. The exterior of the body turned out really well. On the exterior of the body, after I washed it, I just went ahead and sprayed a Meguiar's quick detailer, or a quick wax, just to give it some shine, and added some UV protection to it. But it turned out really well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, and check back for another video in the future.